Right? Now, it's hard for someone to recognize sometimes what's good. You know, especially when a person comes and he says, Swami, how did you know that? You know, I'll tell him, okay, you had an abortion or something, or you had an accident at such a certain time. So how do you know that? And that's the first indication the person should have realized is that obviously the universe is recording everything that you do in life. So you have to believe that. Okay, that if the Swami is able to tell you that, that's amazing by itself. That's a sign, okay, that something was watching, or God was watching. So I got a lot of problem with these consultations sometimes, because I will tell someone, he says, well, you're going to get a job in a month's time. And the person says, exactly when will that be? So I'm shocked, because that means that the person doesn't know the miracle of the situation of meeting this Swami now. They don't recognize it. All they recognize is, okay, well, if he can tell me I'm going to get a job, I want him to tell me exactly when. That means that if the Swami is able to tell you exactly when, that means that person is perfect. That person has not done anything wrong. That person is praying every day. That person is doing everything. And if that is the case, then believe the Swami will be perfectly correct on which day is going to happen. So in this case, we can't be perfectly correct. Why? Not because the Swami is going to be wrong, but why? Because the person has to make the effort. And what is the guarantee that the person is going to make the effort to make the prediction come true? So it's nice to make a prediction. I can make a prediction about any one of your life. But I cannot guarantee that the prediction will come true, and the reason why is because I don't know what you're going to do. Right? But if you do the actions that are necessary, I can guarantee the prediction. See? And why I can guarantee prediction? Because the universe says, okay, well, if you're running a 6 year, or you're running a 9 year, or you're running a bad year, do these things to correct it, and you will get the result that you want. Right? But we have become so dependent on others that we don't realize now that we have lost complete contact with the universe. Complete harmony with the universe. Okay? So when there's harmony with the universe, you yourself will get the messages. You yourself will get the message of what's going to happen. You yourself will see the signs. Right? And when you do that, the signs are going to be good. Right? Now, let's say you're going to take a flight on an airplane, and you get delayed for some reason. Right? Chances are that either it's a 9-day, or the flight number 9, or God is working to save you from some sort of accident. And that has happened. You've seen it happen. People late for their flights and the plane crash. Right? So what should we do here? Fight with the air hostess? Fight with the ticket agent, or fight with the airline? No. You have to be in harmony and wait and thank God that this is supposed to happen. Right. Right. So you cannot demand that God change everything for you, because that's what the person is saying when the person says, exactly what date I'm going to win the lottery. How can I do that? Not only that, but what is the person going to do before that? And not only that, what he's asking, he says, okay, change the universe for me. Change the whole universe for me. That means all of you have to change just to get this person to win the lottery. Right? So you can't demand the change. You got to accept the change. And when you accept the change, that's how you're going to go forward. Right? So now, right, when the lady says that she's sure her husband is fooling around now, right? She have a sign. She don't really know, but she have a sign. The sign is, there's can be different signs. He's not paying attention to her, or he's not doing that. What should she do? She have two couple of choices. She can say, okay, I'm going to check his cell phone. Or I can smell the clothes. But when she smells the clothes, there's no perfume, so that rules that out. There's no lipstick, so it rules it out. So she she starts investigating the person, right? Now when she starts investigating the person, she sees things that she can assume that she has a girlfriend, or he has an affair. Maybe I may not be having an affair, right? But the very fact that there's a sign that the husband is even looking at someone else is a sign of what? Her faults. The fact that he's even looking somewhere else. But right away she said, it's not me, it's him. See? So we are so lost in our connection with the universe that we cannot recognize that this is us. So right away the person comes and says, Swami, you told me that this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Right away they blame the Holy One and the gods and so on. Meanwhile the Holy One is there to guide you. Right? So observe the signs in your own life and start to work to make it better. Be in harmony, be patient, be accepting, be contented with what you have at this moment. And how is that going to help you? Because when you notice these signs and you watch them and you be contented, you can move on to the next step. Right? Guarantee you that if you keep complaining about the job, you're never going to leave the job. Poco dinero, mucho trabajo, poco dinero, mucho trabajo, mucho trabajo, poco dinero. You say, okay, well, too much work, too much work, too much work. But you end up staying in a job.
Swami, that's so true, because I've been wanting to leave my job for like 2 years already and nothing comes up. So last week I was like, maybe I'm just meant to learn something here. Once I learn that, then I will move on.
Exact attitude. That's a good attitude for number 4. She's number 4. Okay, so the idea is to accept it first, finish it, and move on to the next level. But if you keep complaining about this level that you have, you're never going to get to the next level. Because you are stuck. You haven't learned the lesson, you haven't accepted anything, you have not realized the lesson in what you're doing. Right? Now how can I make that look real? In relationships. Me and Martha have fun with this sometimes. In relationships, when people come to see us, the girl or the guy keeps meeting the same number person. He meets the number 6, and he gives her a hard time, and she gives him a hard time, and then he goes and meets another. He says, look, I'm leaving, and he goes and it's another number 6. Right? And then he skips again, she gives the problem again, she goes to meet another number 6. What is the sign of this whole meeting happening? And Martha, I show Martha sometimes when I'm here, She's here, and I saw, look, the person met the number 9, and you met a number 9, and you met a number 9. It happens a lot in your life. And the reason why is because we haven't learned the lessons. Now I had one, especially one today, the guy that came today. He's having a problem with his girlfriend, and the girl left and went to her parents. They were doing very well, and then all of a sudden he's begging her to come back, and she's not coming back. So he goes to me, he says, Swami, you think if I do the bath and I do the fast, she will come back? You know? I said, are you trying to tell me I have to do business with you now? You know? So he says, what guarantee I have that she will come back? I said, I don't have any guarantee, but I tell you what, you can give me a guarantee. If you promise that you're going to do all the things I tell you and follow the thing, you will get your result. Right? So I looked at the girl birthday, and she's a 9. And I looked at the wife that he used to treat very bad, which I asked him, and he said, yes, you treat her very bad. It's a 9. So I asked him, I said, did you used to ill-treat this girl a lot? Because she seems to be a very good girl. Right? And he said, yes. I said, are you going to admit that? Are you going to ask for forgiveness? Are you going to say that I'm sorry that I ill-treated her? And he said, yes. I said, okay, well if that is done, and that is possible, you're surely going to get the karma back from this girl. Right now, she's punishing you back for what you did to her, the other one. So that's why you keep meeting the same numbers in your life when that happens. So there's a reason why you're married to that guy. That guy that you're married to, or that girl that you're married to, she's there for that purpose, to teach you certain lessons that you will never accept. So that's why you're with that person. And the minute you accept those rules, those things, you will have a wonderful relationship. Right? So the signs are there, you know, to show that these things are happening in your life. So recognize the signs of your body. Recognize the sign that you usually are here to see the Swami. Because usually if you don't meet the Swami, come to see the Swami, it's because something is keeping you back from progress, from knowledge, or something is blocking you and you can't get there, right? And sometimes that is a sign that you need to overcome it. You know what's one of the most common signs that in prayer is that when you pray and it's raining. You ever notice when you pray sometimes it rains? It means you're getting blessings. The universe is blessing you. Another thing I notice is when people get married. And it's this thunderstorm and lightning and all kinds of storms, and you know, and they're late for the wedding and everything. Not a good sign. Guess what kind of day that is? Must be a 9 day. Because that means that the marriage is not going to do well. So we have our signs. It's in our Ramayana book, our holy book, right? When Krishna was getting married to Radha, the sun was shining. The weather was beautiful, the winds were cool, everything was cool, and that's when I got married to. Okay. And everything was great in that marriage. The universe and you connect. So if you're sick now, it means that the universe is causing you. You're not connecting with the universe properly. Yeah? In the 6 days, if you remember, the United States tell you don't eat so much salt. Eat less salt. Now everybody have diabetes because they eat also more sugar. See? So the whole universe can really disconnect with you. And that's what causes you to get sick. That's what causes you to live a short life. That causes you to have problems in your life. If you are in harmony with the universe, you will not have problems. You'll be happy.